hot, and you know what? People are recognizing it's still hot, and we're at the end of September, and people are sweaty, and they're like, "Oh God, it's miserable."
You can't even stand outside and talk. It's like I'd love to have a conversation, but can we talk in the shade?
Yeah, right. Well,
or can I come back like when the sun goes down and we'll have a discussion?
I
just can't stand. We can go in your room and talk. I can't stand out here and just chat with you.
I was listening to you and Angela today. We were having a little bit of a lunch break today. We had some pizza, and two girls were in there going, "Oh my God, man, I just can't wait to." My hair is just standing on end. It doesn't want to be shampooed no more. I mean, I've changed my clothes 4 or 5 times a day, and it's just like wringing wet.
That's just said 4 or 5. I said me too. That's why I do laundry 4 times a week.
Well, I understand that now because the fact that all you've ever said to me the last 3 or 4 months is I've got more clothes than you. That is impossible because I did the laundry today, and 90% of that laundry was yours. Do you realize that?
That's unusual.
Well, no, it's not because I don't change my clothes that many times a day. That's for sure. It's
just true.
And maybe your drawers are empty or something like that, but I don't know. Mine.
Are your drawers empty?
My drawers, no,
they're
man.
Not empty.
No, heck no, they got something in there.
Yes,
anyway, we're not talking that those type of drawers. You two funny little freak. Anyway. Anyway, listen, we're going to have a little bit of a cool off tomorrow. Anyway, we had a 90% chance of rain tomorrow here at Panama City Beach. And
that should do it.
Hopefully it'll stay around for a little bit. I just think that the front's going to come in and hopefully it just keep that humidity out here just for one day, for a Sunday. For all the people who have traveled here, it'd be great for them to go home safely. But you know what? It's so strange, man. We are in season or out of season, and it feels like season on the weekends.
Yes.
And it's a good experience.
It's good for the owners.
Yeah, I mean, sure it is.
Well,
unfortunately, it's not good for us. We're still trying to get a break.
Yeah, will it not stop? No, I mean, we don't want them to go home, but I mean, just like, gosh, what was I going to say? Oh, and these people today, the new people that came in 27, 28.
Okay.
The sheet people, we will call them.
Oh yes, the people from India.
Yes. Were asking me how to get to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them the Joan act that way. I said it's the easiest way.
Tell them south, man.
And I said it's not as crowded. It's more, it's more quiet. You can park here and just walk over, And then they did make it, and I just saw them.
Oh,
did you make it to the beach? Yeah. Did you make it to the ocean? Yes, we did.
Okay, good. Good. I didn't get to talk to anybody but the husband, and
that's all I talked to.
Yeah. So, you talked to him too? Oh yeah, I guess. Anyway, it's an interesting scenario. They're great people. It's interesting that they made it here. I'm sure they figured it out on their map. And I don't ever have a problem giving anybody any directions, but the gratitude and the gratefulness are two different things for some people. Because when I brought the sheets over, you were coming over to bring in them the whole entire new bedding and all that stuff like that, and it looked like he was out there waiting for hours. And it was so impatient. And I said, God, that reminds me of somebody. Oh, wait a minute. Anyway.
We know who that is.
And I told the guy, and he was out there talking with him. And I said, look, is there anything else I can get you? And he's like, no. And he ran into that room so fast. And, Mr. Stupid looked at him and goes, boy, that guy was a jerk.
A little bit.
Anyway, that's what it is. I mean, some people you can't please, and the ones that you please are very grateful. The ones that you can't,
you can't.
I don't know.
But I mean, I was wondering about that, and when the one guy asked for 4 new sheets and 4 pillowcases.
Same guy.
Yeah. No, there were 2 rooms.
Yeah, he had both rooms.
I know.
He's got 2 wives, 4 kids, different rooms.
Okay, well, the one guy asked for 4 sheets and 4 pillowcases. The other guy just apparently asked for 2. But I was bringing, and he wanted sheets brand new out of the plastic wrap is what he wanted. And I said, this is the best I can do. This is the newest, crispest, most crisp, this is it. And if you think I'm remaking those beds because I just made them fresh,
well,
I'm not doing it.
Well,
I'm not doing it.
We are definitely.
I would refuse to do it. I really would.
Well, I like you for that reason.
I mean, it would make no sense. Plus, I had other things to do.
Yeah, that's right. And tonight, we're a little bit sorry for tonight. We don't have Crimson with us. I don't know. He's probably just.
He doesn't love us anymore.
Well, I don't think that's true. I just think I don't know. He didn't feel too good. I don't think.
I
He
don't
didn't
think
look.
he felt good.
I think he's
no.
exhausted, a little stressed over the last couple of days or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that's how that works.
Because when I asked him how his team did, and he said, "What team?
Yeah,
You know that there's an issue because his name is Crimson after all. You know." I'm like,
it's Crimson Death.
Alabama, that team, the one that your room is decorated for, that your car, you know. And he was like, "Oh yeah, okay." I thought, whoa, something's going on. Bless his heart. But I mean, he's pleasant and he's nice enough. He's always nice.
That's right.
But you could just tell something. He either didn't feel well or something is just going on with him. So he's probably, you know, he turned in early. Sweet dreams over there, buddy.
Yeah, man. Anyway,
thanks for dinner.
That's right. The celebrity they are, they've been requested a couple times. It's too funny. Or he's going to be our new what we call what's it? Oh, I had it on my tip of my tongue today. Oh, the promoter. The promoter. He was called the promoter today. It was so funny. What the hell is a promoter?
Well, it's somebody that talks up.
Yeah, you go to the steakhouse and hey, how's that steak? You know.
That's well.
I would call
host.
A hostess. The hostess at the.
That's not what a host does.
Okay, well, we're never going to figure out who these are because we're not in the lingo dingo of this place. You know,
or a manager.
I guess. I don't know. He's a promoter. You go out and promote.
Yeah,
news.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah,
it sure works. It works. Yeah. Live. We still haven't figured out though. A live reporter on the scene. A live broadcast reporter on the scene.
Yeah, he's a reporter. Yeah. Field reporter. That's what I think you should.
I think that's it.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, out in the field, right?
Yeah, you know we should have gotten Angela and Danny to come over.
I told them that they could come over anytime they want.
I mean, during this though.
Yeah.
That would be funny. They're funny. She's funny. She's a card.
Well, yeah, I told them to come on over. I did. Said, you know, just come right in. I kind of like left the door.
Well.
It is. It did as well.
He's probably they're probably tired.
Yeah, they were here with us today all day long. They worked early this morning on a place that they do on their normal thing. They came over here and participated in some things that they needed to be done and paid attention to, and they took care of that. And heck, they're great friends. We had some pizza with them and hung out. And
they are really, really good people.
Yeah. You know, it's a interesting thing.
So if you're watching, we love you and we mean it.
That's right. And you know, I'm sorry that every time that you do come here, that's all we ever do is work, and it seems like it's.
I know.
That's just the way it is for us, and well, we have a lot to do, and we always have a lot to take care of. Unfortunately,
we can't spend as much time.
No, we can't
chatting as we would like to.
No, and believe me, the last days off actually were from last. Well, I didn't even take my birthday off this year, did I?
No,
I didn't. I think my last birthday. Yeah, the last time I took off was September of last year. Yeah, and I think the last time you took off was your birthday, though. You did take that day off last year.
Yes.
Yeah. So November for her. So I mean, it's you know, and then the real last time I think we ever took any time off together. It
was before we started.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Yeah.
So 2 years ago, it's before we started.
Yeah.
We
were at Shorts Panama.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a while back. No, that was when we were at Shorts Panama.
When we first got here.
It was three years ago. Almost. Gosh, I don't know how many years. 3 years now. Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, because that would be fourth Christmas. It would be fourth Christmas coming up.
That was the best Christmas.
It was pretty darn good.
I'll never forget looking down there and seeing those red and green lights. I mean, that was just incredible. And then coming back, I took a trip and back to clean up, take care of some business. And when I came back, I had candles and wine in a bathtub. It was just really, really sweet. Rose petals. I mean, those were the days. Now we're too tired to do anything.
No, I don't pick the rose petals off the flowers no more.
No, you just bring the flowers.
No, I grow them because I can't go out to the store and get them because I ain't got the time to do that. So I mean.
Well, my lettuce is dying.
Well, let it be. It's fine.
It's dying.
I
tried to get the weeds from strangling them, but it's
just put a little bit of plant food on. They'll pop right back up. Like there's a whole bunch of chicken fertilizer out there. Just lightly put it on there.
Did they bring it from their house?
No. I still got a bag out there.
They have chickens. You were talking about chickens.
Yeah, I know, but no, I mean,
They didn't bring it from
honestly,
the
I
house.
didn't. I know, but no.
They could have.
I know they could have, but I'm not gonna ask them to carry shit all around.
I know.
I mean, it's.
I'm kidding.
You put a big brown bag of shit.
On your way when you come, yeah.
Right.
Remind us if you could bring some chicken shit.
That's right. That's right. So, anybody's out there listening to us, go ahead and say hello if you want to. Ring the bell, or anyway. Or
You can ring my bell or chat.
It's whatever. It's kind of cool. But we've been kind of following some things, and we have not been following a lot of things. I think.
I can't seem to, even if I just have like not a lot to do, it seems to take forever these days. Why am I just getting like worn down? Is it, it's like the Energizer Bunny is like tired?
Well, yeah, with that type of, feeling, yeah, sure it does. It does. Everything wears you down here, and there's nothing bad about it. You just you're worn down. I mean,
well, no, the thing though, I saw someone walking across the parking lot today, and that's how I felt. Like I was walking just like that person, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm old. That's what it is.
No, you're not getting younger, but I mean, look, you look good when you're walking. You look healthy. You look like you're up and ready to roll around. You do. You get your stuff done. And there's again, we're right back at the same. It's like what was it?
No, I was walking like
Twilight Zone for us because it seems like the repetitive thing, or the other thing is your Groundhog Day. I want to get all these in before you punch them out there. This is what it is. Hotel. There you go. See, you got it in there. That's good. And all these are related to a never-ending. Well, it'd be like a never-ending story. It's the same thing, repetitive every day. Laundry, beds, customers, trash, more trash, more laundry.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mr. Stupid, and then more Mr. Stupid. I mean, it just keeps going on.
Yeah,
but, whatever.
Like a bad cold.
Yeah, there's another one, the bad cold.
But I did tell Sir Lancelot.
Oh yes, Sir Lancelot.
I said we did watch your bike, and NIcko suggested that you bring it over closer to our room so we could watch it.
No, I suggested that he bring it over and leave me the keys.
And then I said,
"Oh, you did. I'm sorry."
And why didn't you leave me the keys?
Heck,
that cracked him up. He was like, "Oh, you're right." So, no, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, next time you could have told him. Said, "Look, NIcko said if you bring it over, you might just get it washed." Now, see, listen, I don't want to get all my tricks out of the bag here. When we say might, it's not a guarantee, but you got to leave the keys so we can
write it.
No, make sure that it's dirty enough.
Yeah, we got to get it dirty first before we can wash it.
That's right. See,
absolutely.
That's a great way of thinking about it. Isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
But oh my gosh, man.
He was like, I don't think so. But thank you for watching it.
Yeah. I hope all's going well for him. And
seems like it. He's in a good mood.
Well, good. He's probably better than he was yesterday. And listen, I want to thank Haley for subscribing.
Yes, thank you for playing.
Yeah, thanks for playing. We're gonna, like I told you, let's see earlier. We're gonna come up with different things, different scenarios.
Yeah. Never make fun of him.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's like a bad cold. It doesn't go away. That bug that's in your ear? She's in your ear all the time, buzzing around. Anyway.
Bless your heart. I'm sorry. I'm the wheelie chair. I've got the wheelie chair.
Yeah, she's got the wheelie chair. She's got you got
sit and spin. Whatever works for you.
Yeah, there's comments on that one too. People are just dropping off like flies. Seriously.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's all you and me now.
I'm not. No, it's only because I'm not even leaving. I'm not.
You're not?
I'm not doing anything.
I thought you were on. Oh, you're not even on. No thumbs up from you, huh?
I was reading about the pigs in Florida.
Oh yeah, what about the pigs in Florida? I got something too. Pigs in Florida. What, are you talking about real pigs or
real pigs? Well, I mean, there's several kinds, but there's some real ones. Let's see. Rescue nonprofit needs help after taking in 200 pigs from a hoarding situation. This is in Tallahassee. or Monticello pigs being contained by Avalon mini pigs volunteers. Okay, like some of an estimated 200 pigs who have been part of a hoarding situation are in the process of being contained. The pigs have flown. After some broke free,
that's where they're getting the term
when
pigs fly.
Yeah. After some, that's what the only reason I'm reading this, because otherwise it just didn't get my attention. But after some broke free, up to 200 pigs are in the process of being collected, medicated, I bet, and transported from the situation by Animal Allies of Florida's Avalon mini pigs. What? But they need help. It's a mess. Some of the pigs have escaped into the woods. Babies are coming every day. Pigs are more fertile than rabbits. Oh my gosh.
That's interesting.
Ew.
So,
Anyway.
tell me more.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it. Well, let me tell you something about crickets and weather.
Crickets.
Yeah, crickets. Counting cricket chirps.
Ah.
There are many reasons why crickets chirp to one another. It's a way for them to communicate. Crickets will chirp and warn each other of approaching danger, of course. It's like humans, we scream.
Or in sexual encounters.
And we scream. Male crickets chirp to scare off other males from getting, oh, there it is, the female. They have their sights on. And then use their chirping to attract the female. Nothing like a good old cricket chirp to get you a chick.
Whatever works.
Whatever, man.
25 chirps.
I thought when you were trying to get a chick and you were a guy and all of a sudden you just heard crickets in the background, you were done for. That's one way for a human to know that you're not going to get none.
Why is that?
It's just you and the crickets. And then the crickets also chirp by rubbing the edges of their wings together. But did you know they can also communicate with us in a very specific way? Crickets chirp can tell us the temperature. Yeah, well, you're looking at it too, aren't you?
No, not really.
Not really, but kind
of. A little bit.
But counting cricket chirps, 2 methods exist to tell the current temperature by counting cricket chirps. One converts cricket chirps to Fahrenheit, and the other converts them to Celsius. 2 convert cricket chirps to Fahrenheit, count the number of chirps that occur within 14 seconds, then add 40 to the number to get the temperature.
And then if a female cricket comes by, the temperature rises and they chirp. Well, they chirp more to get their attention. So then the temperature rises outside because they'll be chirping more. You know.
Well, can I ask you this? Are you talking about 2 females or just 2 guys and a female?
It doesn't matter.
Or just 2 females.
Whoever's trying to attract the female's attention, they're going to chirp more, and then you're going to think it's warmer outside than it is because there's a bunch of females around. They're like, woof, woof, you know. So I think that's a flawed philosophy.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
sorry.
That's okay. This is a beautiful thing that we understand that the crickets know how to tell us.
I used to hate the birds at 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, that's when you knew you were going to get late. 5 o'clock in the morning, and you hear the birds. I'm like, oh, there used to be this bird that sat outside my window, and I was like, all right, you're going to die. You are going to die, because he just would wait, 5 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like, don't want to hear you. Don't want to hear you. Good thing I don't have a loaded gun, because you would be dead. It's going to rain tomorrow.
What? Well, how many crickets are going to tell you that?
None.
There's none.
I haven't heard any lately.
Well, the frogs aren't going to do anything. So anyway, that's a horrible weather fact, and I'm not going to sit around because I would get so confused of how do you get just one? How do you find just one cricket when they're all chirping at the same time, and you just would never be able to tell us. So you just have to go get one Jiminy Cricket, bring it in your house, and find out if he's going to do the weather all day.
Yeah, make sure that there's none of other ones around to distract him and make him.
I think it's a sham.
More.
I think it's a sham.
I used to get.
Some guy sat there and wrote this article. It's a sham.
No, I mean, I used to go to the pet store and I would buy them for my cats, and I'd buy them and they'd give me, plastic bags full of these little baby crickets, and I would bring them home and set them in the middle of the floor in the bag, and the cats would just go crazy. They loved it. Yeah. But then they opened the bag up, and then the crickets would start going all over the room, and I'm like, oh. I was like, you better find them because I really don't want these guys in here making a lot of noise.
Right.
You know.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Yeah. It was cute though. They were so cute the way they chased those little crickets around. Yeah. Maybe I should try with NIcko. Baggy. That's our boss. Come say hi.
That was the stupidest question in the world.
Did he even knock?
No, he just knocked him and sat down. Yeah, he's like, so I give him a change. He says, what do you get? I said, 6 pillows and 1 blind. 1 blind, why? Well, I don't know, man.
Ask him.
Because they didn't have any more, people. That's just the reason. If we told him to buy blinds, 3 blinds, he couldn't get the 3 blinds. So, right, yeah, there it is. Whatever.
You can't buy what they don't have.
Yeah, you can't, can you? It's just the craziest thing. I mean, like I went to Home Depot the other day, and I went to go buy. You would think they would have a brush, scrub brush to clean your pots and pans, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
And the other thing was dustpan. Okay.
Yeah,
specific dustpan.
Hello, Home Depot.
Right.
Dustpan.
And then blinds. Blinds is a major thing in this industry. I mean, and a common size is a 24-inch window, and I needed to buy 4, and they had 0. So I mean. And the question when I got back was after I told him, I said, the person I said, look, I said, they're out of blinds. Why?
Out of blinds.
Well,
how do you run out of blinds at Home Depot?
Because people buy them.
You don't order enough.
No, it's not that, or the manufacturer can't keep up with them right now. I mean, and there's so many different.
Like the AC.
But here I'm just a common shopper, and I'm not going to waste my time walking around looking for a general manager to ask him why. Because I don't have that type of time. I figured if they're out, then they're out. And you know what? There's more blinds out there in the world.
Yes.
And you know what? If you're really needing them that bad, well,
go to another store.
Yeah, I mean,
Target has them. Lowe's has. Everybody has them.
But I'm not going to waste 2 hours of my day looking around for blinds when it's not a necessity. I mean, I'm telling you, it's not that big of a deal.
But I just can't believe they don't have any.
Well, look. Do
they have paint?
If Home Depot's out of them and they only had 1 left at Walmart, what does that tell you? There's a blind shortage. Blind shortage. I mean, there's something going on.
Well, get them some glasses. I mean,
no, don't do anything. Just put a pillowcase over it. There's your standard size pillowcase on the width is about 23 inches wide when it's laying flat. It's amazing. It's like 20, 21.
Yeah.
You can stretch it out, though. I mean, that's the truth.
Yeah, well, that's one way to do it.
Yeah, I've done it. I mean,
I know.
I made some ugly-looking freaking blinds.
And some of them.
But it worked.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly.
I've seen people duct tape the whole entire window. I mean, I've seen people put styrofoam in it. I've seen it all, man. I've seen people smear stuff on there you don't want to be smeared on there.
Yeah, well,
it's just nasty stuff.
Or the tub. Remember that tub?
Yes. Oh my God, the throw-up tub.
The throw-up tub.
I don't know which way, if it came out one end or the other, it doesn't really matter. It was just throwing up everywhere.
I think it took 4 people at least to create that much vomit in the bottom of the bathtub.
I agree with you.
Because one person they would be dead if they tried to create 2 inches of vomit in the bottom of the bathtub. I mean, it had to be, everybody went to dinner, they ate the same thing and drank the same thing, and everybody got sick and said, let's just all throw up in the tub. And let's leave it, Joy.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, well, that's about the worst thing in 2 years, though.
I don't know. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I mean, I think it's all nasty when you see nasty shit. I mean, it doesn't have to be, literally that, but I mean, just anything that has anything to be extracted from the human body.
And then the day that
but meaning that we have to clean it up. We have to clean it up.
Right. And then the day that they didn't cap the toilet.
Oh yeah.
I had 2 inches of standing sewage in all those rooms.
Yeah, I remember that.
And you couldn't mop it. I had to take towels and my gloves and just actually.
Did you actually get to walk in through that 2 inches of water?
Yes. I had to get. Do
you remember how I capped that thing off?
With a football.
Nerf football.
That was brilliant.
And didn't play with that football now.
No, we haven't seen that since, have we? Is it still on there? Probably
no, it's not on there.
That was a good move, though.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. You know,
Well, it stopped. How many toilets were overflowing?
all of them. Well, no, it wasn't. It
The
was.
whole side.
It was
like 8.
Yes. Look at that. It's just
It was
weird.
like a river of sewage flowing through. Oh my gosh.
It was horrible.
You know what? We need to remember those days. So when I gripe about something small around here, it could be worse. There could be sewage. There could be vomit in the toilet. I mean,
That's very true.
yeah. So it's just a little dirty. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just a little tired. It's okay.
Well, this is what makes
It's good exercise.
It is good exercise. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, it's cameraman.
That's right over here. Nothing. Just look and see why we're dragging so bad.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
We're just because we're tired. No.
Yeah, that's right.
You're lagging. Isn't it lag?
Yeah, it's lagging pretty good bad on on the regular.
I'm dragging. That's why I'm.
We're on Google Hangouts, so it's a whole different thing. But I mean, I guess I don't know why. I really don't. I'm just checking it out. You know what I mean?
When is it going to slow down enough for us to do something like Cheryl Cooker? Do something fun.
We can do that anytime we want to. Honestly, we what we do. Oh,
That was
that's
my
good.
question.
Get rid of that one. What we can do is just
Download it.
We'll pre-record and do all the stuff that we want to do. We've been talking about doing some theater art anyway, some old-time radio, and we've done a couple of recordings of it. We just haven't had time to sit down and do any editing.
Yeah, but you're really good at it, and I'm really not so
What do you
much.
mean? You're whatever, lady. We go through this all the time, and I gotta give you the credit because you're very good at it. You just don't even know how good you are. You just never done it before. You're natural.
Okay.
I mean, just think about it all the time you're outside talking to people. It's just the same thing you're doing right now while we are here.
That's my voice.
Yeah, well, that's okay. But here's the other thing is when we're doing it on radio, not on video, it's a difference because the people don't know who your voice is, what your voice is.
I know, but I can't really change it that much.
You don't have to. You can be exactly who you are. Nobody's going to see you physically. They're just going to hear you.
Ah.
It's a different way of looking at it.
Yes, it is.
And it's really the same concept. If you think of it this way, it's the same concept, even if you are on video or, at the same time, because you're not supposed to be thinking about that. You're supposed to be staying with your character and reading the line as you're talking. You know what I mean? I
still think The Wizard of Oz would be great. There's no way we could ever get it done, though.
No, not with. No, there's. I don't like that word never because anything's possible.
Not probable.
Well, no, it's probably probable. It's just a lifetime.
We can barely get people to chat. Come in here and sit down and talk to us for an interview.
Well, that's not true.
To get 8 people in to do a skit.
No, there you go back to the factor of how are we putting in any of the effort to go ahead and get some things going where we could interview people and where we get. I mean, we've talked to quite a few people as far as that done stuff. We've been interviewed, and it's not a matter of stay or go. It's a matter of what we can
timing.
Put the time in to do it, and it's going to get there. It will.
Because we were going to interview Michelle, right?
Yes.
And about the bicycle thing, and we just never. They were working and we were working, and we just never got around.
Yeah, they never got around to it. Some people get a little gun shy about things,
and she didn't get your haircut. She was going to cut.
I'm still waiting. I'm just going to let it grow until she comes back.
Okay.
I think they moved to Alaska.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe she'll send me some scissors.
Well, Sonia came by though.
Yeah, Sonia and
Clayton. Well, he wasn't here, but
and the Beast. I got to give my Beast the shout out. Hey, Beast! I told you I'd call you the Beast, kid. Anyway, it was great to see both of you today.
She is the cutest, sweetest little girl, most genuine that I've met.
Yeah, other than Ariana. Not Ariel, Ariana.
I know, Ariana. But
the other one broke my heart too.
Well, yeah. Now this girl is more genuinely
outgoing.
Well,
she's a child that can speak full sentences too. So I mean, there's a different thing. Ariana wasn't. She was like.
But no, I mean, she's just so friendly,
she's
huggy and sweet, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird thing for me. Huh? Anyway, yeah, she's very sweet and she's very, very kind, and she's got a personality that just blows you away. And
yes.
she's a very,
cool
very yes. yes, ma'am, yes, sir. She's
Yeah, it's very polite.
very polite. And she seems like that. She wants what she wants. I know that already. I can feel that. But like I told her today, you got to be patient. You can't be. You got to be a kid too, but you got to be patient. You're not 18. You're only like 10,
10,
10,
probably
10,
about
10, 11. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how old you're, the beast. But yeah, you got a long life in front of you. So
Why is it uncomfortable?
No,
Does
it's
she
not.
miss your girls or what?
No, that doesn't have anything to do with it. I'm
Oh.
just saying that because sometimes if she acts like a young adult. I mean, it's like, wow, where did that all come from? She's got a lot of energy, and I want to point out to the kid too. I mean, you think about it this way. I believe it was in Malaysia today. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yesterday was on Friday. They had a huge earthquake that created a tsunami. And it was like an 18-foot wall, 500 miles an hour, destroyed a whole entire township, and
500 miles an hour.
yeah, the water came rushing in there. And then I just want people to think about this. This is reality. That we don't know what the current events are going on all the time, and here we sit and think about what we could do in our future. And the future's not here yet. The present is, and the past it's gone. But these people didn't even see this future. They didn't even know this big huge wall of water was going to come in and wipe out their whole entire town.
That would ruin your day.
And it was like, well, no, I mean, it was like they started out and it was like an instant. There was a sporting event or some type of music event that was going on at the beach, and they didn't see it coming. And it was a big, huge event. I mean, there's like thousands of people there. So there, death toll was at 300 at first glimpse. At first glimpse, and then they're saying into the thousands, 10,000s. So this is the thing that we take advantage of and not realize how quick things can go astray or array for us. I mean, it can happen like a hurricane or an earthquake or a volcano or a sinkhole. Anything that's in the weather, Mother Nature does not let us know. So for all those people, I feel every minute for you.
Wow.
And here it is. But you sit here, and we are privileged to be able to do this, and and we take for granted about what we wish we could have. We just don't get it because of the fact that well, it's not
in the cards.
It's not in the cards right now, and
we're working towards our goals.
But the gratitude we have is it's completely there, and got good friends, trustworthy friends, and there's very few of those.
Yes.
And we've earned our reputation with the people because we've helped them, and we give without having anything at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I was just thinking that the only time that I stopped to, not the only time, but a lot of times I stop to be grateful when I look up and see a pretty sunset or a pretty sunrise or beautiful flowers or something like that. I stop, and that's when I'm like, thank you. Or when something happens that something is going wrong and all of a sudden it just corrects itself, I'm like, thank you, big guy.
Yeah.
I call my God the big guy because I call him big guy because he's a big guy, But I do think. I mean, I'm very.
Gratitude always outweighs everything else. If you can have, that for a fact. Anybody does it because you could lay out a list that would wrap this earth.
A through Z.
Yeah, A through Z, and at the same time through the A, you can come up with 1,000 of those. With the B, come up with 1,000 more, and there it is. Life is different.
Perception and attitude can influence a lot of things.
Yeah, sure, it sure does, and what pushes you that way is being consistent and persistent with it. Consistently persistent, that's for sure.
I know, and that's one thing I'm not good with.
We're being consistent?
Well, I mean, work-wise I am, but as far as my spirituality, I'm not very consistent.
Well, I mean, yeah, you are. I mean, because you're not neglecting anything. You know what you want to do, and you know what you don't want to do. You know how much you want to do, and then you think about how much you would like to do, and you just got to put it together when you want to, and that's what you go with. Is all I'm going to do when I want to do it anyway.
You can try, and then we plan, and he laughs. But
it's not our plan.
No.
I mean, I like that word plan.
There's your mom.
Mm-hmm.
What are your plans?
I got plans. I'm planning on them. I don't know, babe. I really don't. I mean, really.
I know you asked me that one day. I was like, I don't know.
I mean, you like these two conjoined twins, Abby and Brittany. They look unrecognizable now. I mean, like, let's see what they look like. See, there they are. Then.
Oh, can you imagine? Okay,
Oh.
talk about your gratitude.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being joined with you like that. No, wouldn't be so bad.
Well, that
For
would
me.
be. That's kind of weird now. I don't think so. I'm uncomfortable.
You'd have to carry
I
me
wouldn't want to
around.
be conjoined with you. I mean, like that'd be like weird. That's weird. Yeah, it's not happening.
They did it.
No, they're sisters.
I know.
This is what I don't understand sometimes. Where do we go?
Tangents.
Tangents is a great word. But anyway, I lost that other one. So, what else did you find out today?
Let's see. Oh, the football scores. In Alabama won 56-14, but they played Louisiana.
Yeah, they played another football team.
I could play Louisiana and probably win by that much. No, I
believe you.
I don't know who. I don't know. I've never heard of Louisiana. I've heard of LSU, but not Louisiana. And then UT lost, but University of Tennessee, they played Georgia. Hello, they didn't play Louisiana. They played Georgia.
Yeah.
So, and they really didn't lose by that much, considering that Georgia's the second-ranked team. And last time we checked, Ohio State was a little behind. It was Penn State was up 20-14.
Really?
So that's what's going on there.
That's all right.
Yeah. And Penn State was ranked 9th, and Ohio State was ranked
4th.
So
yes, we don't need.
That would be an upset.
We don't need to be reminded where Ohio State is and where they were last year, because they were undefeated last year, and well, I think they were one of the only teams undefeated last year that didn't lose a game. They just lost by points. Whatever it is. Anyway, folks, it doesn't matter. It's football. The team with the most points wins every time.
Every time. What else? Oh, yeah. $75,000 a night. Most expensive hotel room in America.
Where's that at?
The Mark Hotel, and I can never find where it was. All I find was the Mark Hotel, and I'm thinking that our boss would love to get $75,000 a night for one of these rooms.
You can't book that. Oh my God.
Bait and switch. It's $50. We're kidding. It's
$75,000. What? I mean, how big of a place is this?
It's like a penthouse. I mean, it's like, I would think it's
$5,000.
I think the Mark Hotel is in New York. It looked like New York from the pictures, but it's hard to tell. It had to be like New York or LA or something.
You know, the easiest thing to really put an ideal behind that is if you had $75,000, is you could probably like $750 million in your bank account. Hey, honey, do you mind if we send $75,000? Honey, you need to pay the $30,000 electric bill first. $30,000 electric bill. How many blow dryers you got going on, man? And how many people you got working?
No doubt. I don't see it.
Oh my gosh, there's quite a few documentaries out there on people having these extreme homes, and it's unbelievable what they pay for stuff in. Wow, I mean,
man guilty of biting dog.
Well, what did the dog run out and go? Woof! Hit him a roof. He told on me. He bit me. There's no way.
He wanted to establish dominance. I'm like, what?
Oh, what the guy did?
Let's see. Yeah, that's why I bit him.
Dominance is take the dog to the freaking kennel, dude, and say you're gonna die.
See you, bye.
That's what that is. You don't go around biting your dog. My God,
Isn't that
man.
Crazy?
No, it is absolutely insane.
It was Indonesia. That's it, honey.
Indonesia.
400
years, 400. Wow, it's a devastating thing. I mean, I couldn't imagine.
High waves slam into cities. Wow.
Yeah, 10 foot to 18 foot, they said. Yeah.
Well, let's just see.
Yeah, right. I'd love to see it. Well, I mean, I don't want to see it.
Thousands fear dead as 10-foot high waves slammed into two cities. Crazy. More than 400 people were confirmed dead. While preparations for a beach festival had been underway as a towering wave at least 10 feet high barreled into the coastline. The terrifying moment was captured on a smartphone video that showed the wave crashing over and submerging one-story buildings and cars by the beach.
In one swoop.
Bystanders screamed and ran for cover.
Yeah, these people had they took the warning off about 30 minutes too soon. What happened was they had the sirens going off just to get people aware that there might possibly be a tsunami coming along. And what they say, some officials have said that the officials there had shut it off 30 minutes before this thing had shown up, and they didn't get to see this wave that was coming because they couldn't apparently put it on perspective of how fast this thing was actually moving. They thought it was a wave that was coming through, and when it hit the beach, it came in at a rate of speed of a microminute, which is 500 miles an hour, and it was like if you put something down the toilet, man, it goes that fast. It's gone.
So 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Went to the beach festival.
Yeah. Unbelievable. And it was I believe it was like a 6.1 magnitude, something like that.
Yes, 6.1 magnitude, exactly.
And they're expecting some more aftershocks. So people are sitting in the middle of their streets, away from their home. People are flying up and down these rural areas that are not normally traveled by locals, and freaking out, man. I would be freaking out too, because if you're anywhere near that water, man, I'd get the heck out of here. Get above sea level.
We saw water suddenly crashing, and finally there was a big panic, not having time to escape. There was a bigger earthquake, and suddenly the water rose.
Yeah. If anybody's seen any tsunamis before, the one that was I believe over in was it Korea? Was it Vietnam? Korea? Japan, whatever it was. 10,000 plus people got killed. I mean, it's just it's one. I don't know. I mean, just the fear of you having your family members ripped right from your fingertips, and you don't know where they're at, and it's just
wow.
There's many people that were never ever recovered.
Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
In the act of selfless heroism, Antonius Gunawan, who was 21 years old, an air traffic controller, lost his life after refusing to leave the shaking tower because he was guiding an airport to try to get them to take off.
Mm-hmm.
He was guiding them how to take off, and he didn't leave so they could get away, and he died.
Yeah, well,
he's a hero.
He's somebody that puts himself last, puts everyone else before. And that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
There's tragedies everywhere, and I'm so grateful that we don't have that happening in our life every day. Sometimes we take for advantage of the things that we don't need to happen.
Granted?
Yeah, we take things for granted, I believe. I do, really do.
If there's not a hurricane coming?
Even if it's a storm or somebody, just like last year spring break, the couple that were on that motorcycle, and we knew that was a fatality, and they lost their lives. I mean, it's just it's a second.
Yeah.
And it's done. Because the life was thriving. You could feel it in the streets and the air, and then all of a sudden, it was quiet, just like that when that accident was going on. Even the amusement park across the way, it was just quiet. I mean, that's when you know that things are
something's up.
Yeah, something's up, and then at the same time that human lives have a respect to know that it's time to be peaceful and not panic. And just like this barbecue thing, I guess last night we were talking about, humanitarians are out there all over the place. I think this country still doesn't really realize that, we may be divided individually through our bureaucratic bullshit, but as citizens of the United States, if something comes tragically happen, our government is not the first ones that step up. It's the citizens that push the government to start supplying these things because they want to run it. Well, you know what? There's more of us as citizens than our government, and we're gonna let you know that this is, hey, look, this is our money, so this is what you got to do. You know what I mean? So you need to push it through. We keep on working hard, just like all those people.
Listen to us, if that's the case, they would listen to the citizens and quit this process of poor Kavanaugh guy.
Oh yeah, and for that lady too at the same time. So and that's where they get the divided part of the government. So people, I want you to understand, it's not you. It's this country's divided. It's the government
people
that's dividing
we
us.
elect to lead us.
That's right. And I think most reporters are out there. They're saying the same things. Is that the country's getting divided. Well, when it's getting divided by Democrats and Republicans, well, the parties are the ones that are doing it. These are the ones that we've elected. These are officials. But you also remember, that's what they're doing. That's what you hired them to do. That's when it's time for us to step up as citizens, whether we're Democrat or Republican. We need to make sure that where we're at, we're still humanitarians. No matter what, we respect other people because you want that respect back. And even if you don't want that respect, back, it's funny. It'll come back to you whether you like it or not.
Well,
it does. It happens like that. But
usually, if you treat people that where you want to be treated, you get treated in kind. Typically,
that's right.
Which is cool. Not always, but there's always assholes out there. But
true.
Usually if you're nice to somebody, they're genuinely friend or nice back. Not always, but
that's true.
And then sometimes they may have a lot of stuff going on in their life and you don't have any idea.
Sure.
So.
Well, I don't know. I mean, here it is another day, and tomorrow we're gonna have rain and
80%.
It's what 80%, and so it said 80% on one weather, and the other one said 90%. So I believe it might happen. But we could wake up tomorrow. We could have nothing, and that's fine with me.
Where's Crimson when you need him? He says it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, he's our 50-50. He's the separate part. He pushes this way, we push back.
Well, I was talking to Sir Lancelot and the other guy from 16, his name, this morning, and about the weather. And I said, well, it was supposed to rain, but I don't see a cloud. It's really nice.
We saw that.
And I said, I can do that. It might rain today.
Yeah.
And he said, yes, 50% chance of rain.
That's right.
Partial cloudiness, but then it'll be sunny later, And
that's right. We're gonna do live weather forecast here once a week at least. We're gonna do it for the whole entire week. We're gonna set our we're gonna be team meteorologists here. We're not real doctors. We just slept at a motel.
We play one on TV.
We don't even play one on TV, but we're going to do it anyway. So I think what we're going to do is we'll set up what we can do is make our green screen, and we'll be top meteorologists. I'll be in the corner in front of the fan. Well, out here, Julie, I'm in the What?
That's hilarious. I was thinking we could go.
And then we'll have somebody walk by really slow. It's so funny watching those guys.
Take a shower and walk through and go, yeah, what? It's raining?
Do you have any
It must be raining.
Pert. It's pert.
Or we could go to the beach and play like we're Jim Cantori.
No, we have all this.
The Weather Channel.
That's right. We have all those scenes, though, in the green screen.
Okay.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, and then you just have
we could have like a hurricane background?
Absolutely.
That would be fun.
And we have the fan blowing, and we'll spray water. It'll be total chaos.
And people will think, there's actually a hurricane in Panama City.
And look, this will not be live. We'll do a lot of editing.
We'll have to
anyway, so we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. We're gonna try to do it. I think I talked to I have to talk to TDM to see if we can check that out. He can help us out.
But we could do like the heat wave, which wouldn't be acting. I mean, just take like a shot of me at about noon walking across the parking lot with the sweat rolling down my face and be like, it's sweltering hot here. It really is.
It's pretty good. You don't have to act. You're going to be that way anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll be, oh my God, never mind.
My hair is stuck to my head.
Never mind. What? So anyway. So folks, we've got some up and coming things, and
for baby powder. Right?
Yeah, that's right. And you know what? Hey, there's some people that out there you got to check out. I'm going to try to get some people that we really have enjoyed on YouTube that they have their own shows, and see if we can't get some interviews going, because that's the fun thing. These people who do this for a living and they don't have a life. We do this because of the fact, well, no, that is their life. I'm sorry, that is their life. Let me take that back. We do this because we don't have a life, and this is what we do. So hey folks, it's always good to be able to sit here, and if you enjoy any of these videos, do us a favor, ring the bell, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and we're gonna.
Every time you do, we get $10.
We do not get nothing for any of this.
And we light a sparkler on your behalf.
So dangerous, man. It is so dangerous.
You're no fun.
She just did her hair. Hopefully it won't blow up. I would never put anything above my head, man.
It's a sparkler.
I know. Anyway, tragically this happened It would be.
Caught on fire. That would be entertaining. I mean, that would be like.
She comes back looking like Sinead O'Connor. We know.
We know what happened. Yeah, it wouldn't be a joke. Yeah, it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah. Well, folks, here it is.
I'd be like Crimson.
Yeah, you would be. Yeah, but no, you would not. So it's Saturday night, the 29th of September 2018. It's always been fun to do this. I enjoy doing it with Julie, and it is time to get away and from everything else that's sitting on the outside of this door. And hopefully everybody that's out there enjoys the people that they love, and make sure you take care of yourself first, because that's the only way you're going to be able to take care of anybody else. That's right. That's exactly so say a prayer for all those people in Indonesia and for all their loved ones and all the people that have out there subscribed to us and they haven't watched us for a while. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Ring the bell. Yes. Somebody just ring the bell. And what we're going to do is
pray for me, because I have to live with. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, pray for her. She needs some help with living with me. Anyway, we sure do love her one way or another, and all the other ways at the same time. Other ways, That's right. Thanks, folks. Well, what? Yeah. You got anything?
I'm just agreeing.
Yeah. Okay. Crimson, man. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow, because I know you don't have to go to work till 5, brother. You have something to do.
You get to harass him all day until he goes.
Yeah, sometime tomorrow. Well, I'll have to figure it out. All right, folks.
Let's wake him up early. Anyway. Sorry.
Well, that's okay.
That's all I got.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, folks. We'll see you again. This is NIcko and Julie from Panama City Beach, Florida. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Thank you.